Questions asked by a pilot who failed his ICAO English test. What language skills do I really need to pass at ICAO Level 4? Pronunciation. It is okay to have an accent when you speak English. You just have to make sure that your examiner can understand you. A few errors are acceptable. Structure. This is grammar. You are allowed mistakes, but you must ensure that your mistakes don't make the meaning unclear for the examiner. Vocabulary. You must have enough vocabulary to be able to talk about normal and abnormal aviation situations. If you can't think of specific words, use the ones you know to communicate your idea or message. Fluency. Speak at a natural pace whenever possible. You are allowed pauses when translating from your first language into English, as long as communication is not affected. Try not to and are too much though. Comprehension. Be able to understand English spoken in different accents for normal and abnormal situations. You are allowed to take your time and ask for clarification if what you hear isn't clear. Interaction. Respond to questions about normal and abnormal situations quickly and correctly most of the time. Asking questions to confirm understanding is allowed. My company hasn't given me any study time, so what can I do to raise my English level? Airlines want to keep their planes full and flying. This situation is common worldwide, and this means that your flying schedule has to stay the same, and it's your responsibility to find a solution. ICAO made a statement a few years ago saying that it takes 100 hours of study to move up half an ICAO level. This progress, in my opinion, is achievable depending on the intensiveness of the training solution and the opportunity for practicing the language learned outside the classroom. 1-month courses at reputable aviation English schools are available, and of course, to get the most benefit, you should choose a school in an English-speaking country. There aren't many training solutions for aviation English that are flexible enough to accommodate full-time pilots. If study time is limited to your days off and free time, I would recommend an online aviation English course supported by one-to-one private tuition, which can now be face-to-face in person or over the internet through Skype or video conferencing. I failed my test. How can I be sure that my ICAO examiner was trained correctly and didn't just make a mistake? Aviation English testing is very competitive, and there are some test centres out there who are just trying to benefit and get some quick money from the new ICAO requirements. Any reputable organisation should be able and happy to show you evidence of how the test was developed, tried out and approved. There should also be a test sample for you to see. Also, don't be shy to ask them how the examiners are trained and certified. Approved centres should reassess and certify their examiners every 12 months. Can you give me some examples of Level 4 English? Pronunciation errors that are acceptable at Level 4. You will be expected to understand your examiner's accent. They should be a native English speaker or someone who has level 6. You will have to listen to radio communication and/or aviation scenarios in different accents. You have to answer related questions. Please take your time and ask for clarification. You will not lose marks for confirming your understanding. Please initiate and maintain communication with your examiner, especially when dealing with unexpected situations. Following instructions without first checking that you've understood the instruction could lead to miscommunication. Carry out the conversation with your examiner as if he were an air traffic controller you were talking with, or pilot if you are an air traffic controller.